What's up, y'all? This is Ezekiel with Rios Glass. I'm a licensed C17 glazer, and today we got a Sunday morning, and I'm about to take y'all with me to go measure an insulated glass unit. And after that, we gonna go to an old customer of mine. She's saying she's having trouble with her patio door handle. I think the little lock thing broke on it. So I'm gonna go over there and help her out, just help her figure out which is the right handle. And after that, we're gonna go to a shower door that I installed on Friday, and we're gonna put in the seals that go around the door, the bottom sweep, and then the two side door seals. So I'm gonna take y'all with me. Right now I'm in the garage, and I'm gonna grab some tools and the door seals, and we're gonna go head straight out. Take y'all with me. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and grab some door sweeps, some seals for the door. I already picked some out over here, and we got one for the door stopper. So this one we're gonna put it on the panel, and then the door will stop there so it doesn't swing in the inside. And then we got the door sweep that goes at the bottom. And then we're gonna put in a seal on the hinge side. And this one's got the soft leg right here, as opposed to the door stopper one, which is hard, so that it doesn't go past that. So those are the two things we're gonna get. And I actually also got this Tough Built pouch yesterday, so I'm gonna go ahead and try it out today and see if I like it. I already did put the little clip thing on my belt. I'm already feeling the weight to it, so I might have to go and buy the tool belt if I feel like this is a little too heavy. The only thing this is missing is a tapping block, but I pretty much got everything I need to measure IGs in here, which is just some putty knives, some screws, got a little mallet, and tape measure, and then little box cutter. I might add a little more to it. I got some Allen heads, and then a multi tool that has like these little needle nose pliers to it. So we're gonna see what's up with it, and maybe I'll do a little review later on. And I'm gonna do a tour on my garage and then my whole setup later on too. So yeah, make sure y'all stay tuned for that. But yeah, that's pretty much all we need. Got the seals for the shower job. Got my tools in the glass truck for the patio door handle, and then got the little pouch and the rest of my tools for the IG install. I mean the IG measurement. So I think we're ready to head out. Alright, so we just pulled up to the house for the IG unit measurement. The lady did say she left the gate unlocked for me to go to the back, and so we're gonna go check it out. I'm actually gonna grab my Stanley. I'm gonna switch this one out. I don't know how I feel about that one. I usually always use Stanley, so I'm gonna just keep all my tape measures Stanley. And one of the reasons why I got this Tough Built pouch on my side is because I hate having to come back over here to my toolbox and grabbing my tools. I'd rather just keep the pouch on the inside of the truck, and then I don't gotta come back in. Now, the only reason why I'm coming back right here right now is because, like I said, I'm just missing, I need to order another one of these tapping blocks so I can have in my pouch. And and then my pouch will be complete. And now I gotta keep coming back over here to my toolbox. All right. Yep, here it is. We got one right here. It's broken. And then we got another one here. Broken. So two units. Let's check it out. So we're gonna get our handy dandy putty knife, and these units usually always have these glazing beads on the side, and all you gotta do is pry it open just like that, and then pull on it, and that's how you see the edge of the glass there. I'm gonna do the same thing to the bottom. Sometimes they can get really jammed in there, but you pry it up like that, should be good. Now you don't gotta take it all the way. You can just usually have it one side. For that one, I just took it off just so you guys can see the edge of the glass clearly. So you're gonna go like this, and I might need to go grab my step stool to grab the top bead. I think I can reach it like that. And then what you want to do is make sure your notebook is ready. Write down our measurements. So we got. So now right here, we pull this back so we can get our tape right at the edge of the glass right there. And then to the other edge, right there, we got 28 and 7/16. 28 and 7/16. 28 and 7/16. 28, 7/16. Running out of ink. All right, then you gotta get the top measurement. Go ahead and latch on to the top of the glass. 3 and 11/16. 33 and 11/16. 33 and 11/16. 33 and 11/16. 33. Man, this pen sucks. And 11/16. Got one of those, okay. And now this glass right here is annealed glass. So this is not tempered glass. And you can tell that because annealed glass breaks in big chunks like this, and tempered glass is 4 times stronger than this, but it's really weak on the edges. So usually when tempered glass breaks, it'll completely shatter the whole pane, and usually it'll fall down into tiny little pieces, and that's why it's called tempered glass safety, because it won't hurt you, as opposed to these big chunks, they could hurt you. So this is annealed glass, annealed right there, annealed. And then we are gonna get the thickness of this, and we got one way of doing that, which is grabbing your putty knife and then putting it down the edge, and then put your thumb where the glass ends, just like that. And now these usually run at either 5/8, 11/16, or 3/4. And then this one we got 3/4. So our overall thickness is 3/4, which includes the outside pane, the middle spacer that it's got in there. Let me take you guys closer. It's got that middle spacer, and then the inside pane. And that's the overall thickness, including all those pieces. So right now the outside pane is the one that's broken, and the one that's on the inside appears to be intact. But you can never just replace one unit or one side. You have to replace it as a whole unit because it's an insulated glass unit. A lot of people always ask me, hey, can you just replace the broken one? Can't do that. The proper way to do it is to take out the whole unit with both panes and get a fresh unit with 2 new panes and a new spacer in between. And that's the way you do that. So we go 3/4 overall. Man, this pen sucks. And then now we gotta write down our glass type. Now this glass appears to be clear. It might have a low E tint to it, and I'll go in depth into those as the more the videos continue. But basically you have an option between clear glass and low E glass, which is more solar efficient. It keeps the sun from hitting so hard, and usually you see a greenish tint to the glass, and I can kind of see a little bit of tint to it. So right now I'm gonna put a flashlight to it and then show you guys a little trick. And then I also got a tool that can read low E glass right there on the floor. But for this one, in the middle, we're gonna put a mil spacer, and that's usually the default in between spacer. So mil, and then you always write this down looking at it from the outside. So the outside glass is always going to be on the left, and then the inside glass is going to be on the right. And usually always the inside is clear. And then right now we're going to check if it's got the low E glass. So we're going to grab our phone, put the flash on, and you put a flash to it. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it on camera, but usually when you put your flash to it, you can see a green tint on one of the light reflections, and that usually tells you that it's got the low E glass. And there's different shades to the low E glass, and I'll show you guys here in a second. It's a tool that shows the thickness of the glass, and then also has a coating. And just to show you guys the different low E coatings, these are all the ones to choose from. But we're gonna see right now. All you gotta do is put somewhere on the glass. I'm gonna put it right here, and then you just gotta click, and it's gonna read it. So it's saying that the thickness is 9/16, which I think is a little off. We're gonna double check it again in a second. And then we got low E surface, so it does indeed have the low E tint to it. Now it doesn't say which one it is. From looking at it, it's gonna be one of the softer coatings, either the 272 or I believe it's the 180. But it indeed has the coating. So let me just double check it again and put it somewhere higher. Let's see what the reading is. All right, yeah, so now it's getting 5/8, and it still says low E surface 2. So I'm gonna go ahead and double check the thickness. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do 11/16 for the thickness. And now we gotta measure the other one. And then we gotta put these pieces back. All you gotta do is just push them back in by hand. Grab the one on the side, push it back, bottom one in. Usually the way these go is the square side goes first, and then the miter side goes in on top of it. Just like that, just like that. And we're gonna come back to install this, so I'm not gonna fully put them in because we're gonna take them off when we come back anyway. All right, let's go ahead and go on to the next one. And yeah, you can definitely see the low E tint to it. It's got like I said, that green tint, and then put a light to it, and then you'll usually see a change in color on one of the lights. So let's go ahead and measure this one up. Same thing, just push these up.
Oh God. Okay. The measurement for this one. We got 22 and 7/16. 22 and 7/16. 22, 7/16. $40, $45 and 11, 45 and 11, 45 and 11/16, 45 and 11/16, 45 and 11/16, 45, 11/16. That's it. And then I always like to just double check my measurements before I leave. Yep, so that's good. And we are good. Put this back. Square one goes first, and the miter one, just like that, push it in. All right, we gone. On to the next one. All right, y'all, so I had to mute the video just because I wasn't talking much. Just because I didn't want to be all loud in the client's home, but it's all good. I'm gonna be walking through everything that I'm doing. So as soon as I pulled up, first thing I started doing was cutting the bottom sweep of the door, which was 30 inches. So you want to cut the bottom sweep exactly the same, 30 inches. And you actually gotta notch the bottom sweep in the corners, but I'll show you guys later how I did that. So I went ahead and just put in the bottom H seal, going ahead and slapped it on real quick, and now I'm just moving on to putting in the bottom sweep. And I'll also put the part numbers to these from CR Lawrence. If you guys are interested, those part numbers, I'll go ahead and link those in the description so that y'all can see the exact parts that I'm using. And that's how the bottom seal looks with the bottom H seal. And then I went ahead and started cutting the top portion of it, and went ahead and slapped that on real quick. And then after that, I went ahead and started I started measuring for the middle portion, which is between the top of the bottom hinge and the bottom of the top hinge, to slap on that middle piece. And then once I slapped that on, the only thing left to do was put in the door stopper H seal on the right side panel, so the door stops. And then right here you guys see I'm actually pushing down the door sweep so that it's touching the bottom curb to get that watertight seal. And you can do that with the H seal as well. And then this is the way I notched the bottom H seal. I actually ended up cutting a longer piece because the first one was short, and that's how it ends up looking with it notched. And once that's pretty much done, that's it. Ain't nothing to it. It was just 3 quick seals to put on, and that was pretty much it. This is the final look of the entire enclosure. Alright, y'all, that was it for the day. Just got home, and what more beautiful way to end the day than stepping on some dog poop and then smearing it all over my truck. Lovely. Now I gotta go ahead and do that, and I just stepped on it again. Let's go. beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. Got some work done. Step on some poop. And that's it. I'm gonna give y'all a tour soon of my truck. I gotta get the AC fixed on it tomorrow. So once that's all good, I'm gonna give y'all a tour on that, and then I'm gonna give y'all a tour on the my glass setup I got in my backyard and then in the garage, and then go through all my tools that I got on the truck and the garage. But y'all stay tuned, man. I'm gonna keep doing these videos, putting this glazing trade on the map. I'm gonna be doing a lot more POV videos and all that good stuff. And then when I go back to the IG install, the insulated glass, I'm gonna take y'all with me, and then y'all gonna see the installation. Y'all gonna see the installation process. My bad, the camera I thought it shut off. But that's pretty much it. Thank y'all for tuning in, and hope y'all have a good day. Take care.